Alright guys, this is the next update on the 1937 Rat Rod. On the last one we took and we capped the bottom trunk lid and we got it all lined up, okay? Well, something's been eating at me, okay? A few updates ago I put a boat gas tank in the back of here, built the tray for it and everything else, and I threw some chains on it to hold it down. Not happy with it, okay? It's been eating at me. It was just way too easy, way too simple, no effort in it, okay? It's not the way I do things. So I've pulled the lids off. We're gonna go ahead and pull the tank. We're gonna paint the tank black. We're gonna put it back in, and then I've got some pallet wood. I'm gonna take that pallet wood and build a cover for it, okay? If you guys aren't familiar with pallet wood, okay, going and buying reclaimed wood is really expensive. It's like 10 bucks a foot, okay? If you grab some old pallets, throw them out in your yard, let them age for a few months, and then break them down. Okay, the planks are actually hardwood. They've got awesome wear and tear. They've got freaking character to them, and it's free. Okay, so if you guys got some projects you want to use some old reclaimed wood on, I suggest doing it. At one time, I had 200 pallets in my backyard. I let them age for 6 months and broke them down. Well, the kids broke them down. It's great punishment for kids, by the way. They act up, go make them break down a few pallets. Believe me, they don't want to do it, okay? But anyway, so what I'm gonna do today is we'll pull the tank, paint it, and start building that cover. All right guys, the tank's had some time to dry, so let's get it in there. It's still a little tacky, but who cares? It's just the background color. All right, so now anytime you've had plastic out in the sun, fair warning, it might swell on you. So if you got to, cool it down before you try to stuff it back in. But we're gonna see if it'll fit right now. Alright guys, so some of you are probably wondering why I put the leather under it. Okay, it's just a leather belt, an extra one I bought at a swap meet or something, okay? So the reason I put the leather under it is we're dealing with a plastic tank, okay? If you're dealing with thin metal or plastic, you want a kind of a rub barrier, alright? So leather's perfect because it's tough as shit. So I put leather on all the pinch points so that if it does slosh around, I'm believing this thing's not going to move, but it's just good practice to do. I put the leather in there so that it won't rub through the plastic. Now if you remove a gas tank on a normal car, you'll notice that the bands have these rubber straps, these rubber guards on it, okay? Same thing, I'm just using leather, all right? So now we'll start laying out a frame. We're dealing with space here now. So probably gonna have to put the bottom door back on so I can see how much wood I can work in here. If it's gotta be thin pieces, what can it be? It actually looks pretty freaking good the way it is, but I always got to screw with stuff. So, all right, so I'm going to mount the rear trunk lid back in this right now, the rear one, the low one, I mean, and see how much my clearances are, and then we can go from there. Well, guys, my little plan of putting wood on it ain't going to happen. When the trunk closes, from the back edge of the bottom trunk to the actual deal is about 1/8 of an inch. And there's no point in me ripping this wood down that thin and making a wafer thin cover. So we're gonna go with the black and the straps and the leather. Maybe there's some stickers on it or something, I don't freaking know. So anyway, I gotta come up with something else cool for the trunk now because that's not gonna work. But that's the rules of building, man. You never know till you get in there and start doing it and hey, it doesn't fit. Oh well, we figure out something else. All right guys, so I've been sitting around trying to think of something for the trunk, right? And what I came up with is I have this old air activator that I've had probably 10 years. But I keep it in my scrap bin and I keep it around and it still works fine. I mean, so still works good. It's a little stiff on the return, but it probably needs to be oiled. So anyway, I'm going to try to find a way so that I can hook buttons into my air ride so I could open the trunk. I think it'd be kind of cool to be able to hit a button and trunk comes open, hit the relief, and it closes back shut. So I'm gonna play around with this idea right now and see if I can actually get it to work. All right. All right, guys, well, it was pretty easy to make the top part move. Of course, I really got to choke it down. I mean, we're gonna have to get the PSI really low on this so it comes up smooth. Right now, I'm shooting 120 PSI through it and it's just snapping up, but just so we know it works. So now the trick is to make it activate the bottom door. Okay, we're gonna try to use the same ram to do both. So I don't know how it's gonna work, but I'm gonna figure it out. All right, guys, well, I got it all put back together. I know that you couldn't see a lot of what was going on. It's just because I'm working inside the car and it makes it a little harder. So effectively what I did is I used that air strut and made it so it pushes right to that hinge we made. And then it comes down, another rod goes to the bottom door. So they both push open like that and come back and they all pivot, okay? So it just pushes open. Then I found a big ass gate spring. And I put that on it to help it return. Now, because when the air's on it, we'll press it, air will open it, and it'll hold the air in it, and then when we hit the relief, it'll freaking let the air out, and needs a spring to pull it back. You know, in the car, when you do it, the weight of the car pushes it down. We need that spring to push it back. So let me show you guys how it works, and I think it's something cool and different, so I'm kind of happy with it. As soon as I can find my air hose. I got so much crap everywhere. Now understand this might be a little fast and all because I can't regulate my air pressure here. But when we put it to the system, we'll be able to control it better. Okay, so we open up. Like so. And then when we let the air out, it closes right up. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just gotta get the, you know, when I do the airbags and plumbing, I'll plumb the lines for this also. But there it is. It'll go fast if you want. So it should be cool just to get in there to get to the fuel tank. I don't know if I'm putting a nozzle outside or not, but you know, if I need to get in there, I can press a button and she opens up for me. All right. So, all right, guys. So that ties up most of the trunk. I gotta put the air tank back in, but that's no big deal. So next one, we're gonna start putting the floor in it. Okay, moving forward. Enough with the trunk. Let's move forward. So. All right, guys, well, I got to get out of here and get this garage cleaned up and cars moved in. You guys have a great day. Do me a favor, if you like it, subscribe. And if you want to see some other stuff, there's a link here. And if you guys want, check out YouTube, check out Facebook. I'm on all types of stuff. I'm there to help. If you guys want to share your rides, feel free. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye.